goes without saying what sort of an impact, obviously, Joe and Shay had coming back in the lineup, but just all over from the start, there was a pretty comprehensive performance. You just looked like a team on a mission tonight.
Yeah, that's a nice compliment. You know, we really want to start building these last 6 games. We, got our ass kicked last week, and it was important that we made a response today. I thought, defensively we were pretty locked in, for the whole day. There's always going to be a couple of things that we want to do better, but, the way that we guarded the 3-point line, the way that we made them shoot, I think the shots that we wanted to make them shoot for the most part, and, contested in the mid-range, and, pretty solid performance all around. And, obviously Joe and CG, scored the ball well, but, did it really highly efficient also. So, you're really proud of those guys coming back into the lineup tonight.
We've talked about how good of a job Ariel had done holding down the fort without Joe, but boy, the man next to you just looked like he had a point to prove tonight and just wanted to get back out there. And he can speak for himself about his motivation, but how good from your point of view was it to have him out there playing like that?
Yeah, I thought, again, he came out locked in defensively, rebounding the ball at a high level, and then I thought he just walked, got into the game where it's like, now I've got an advantage on the perimeter and I'll put my feet in the paint. They're playing off me. He really trusted his 3-ball tonight. So, yeah, a highly efficient game, and I'm really proud of him.
How proud are you of the whole group that you've only got one more of these games on the road in this stretch, and you won't lose back-to-back games at all in this period? I mean, you've dropped a couple of games, but to not string losses together and to get through pretty much unscathed and to now be at full strength, I mean, you're pretty well positioned.
Yeah, I think we're 3-3 in this stretch of 7 games on the road. So, we turn our attention quickly to Sydney and know that they'll, maybe they were thinking about us already or whatever, but, that we know that they're coming out with a lot more venom than they played with the other night. So, we turn our attention to that and get ready to try and, finish this 7 games with a positive record.
Joe, how good was it, first of all, just to be back out there playing?
Yeah, basketball is something I obviously love doing, and it was tough being on the sidelines watching the games, but I'm happy to be back.
You look like you had a real point to prove, whether or not it was just being back playing or the matchup with Baines or whatever it was. It looked like you really wanted to prove a point out there tonight. Is that how it felt?
No point to prove, just trying to help the team win.
You certainly did it. How good of a feeling is it when you've got advantages when you catch the ball down low and you can just go to work? How good of a feeling is that as a player?
To be fair, I feel like I have an advantage every time I catch a basketball. So that's just my mentality and how I go about things and the confidence that I have in my game and the work that I put in. So it's nothing new. Just you guys see the results of days of hard work, I guess.
Very high for you tonight as well, 33 points. And when you miss a few games, do you really want to? Does that make you extra motivated to just go out there and help the team win the best you can?
My motivation was purely helping the team win basketball. I was not coming out here to make a point for anything other than knowing that we had a bad loss last week, and I wanted to really help the team win. It wasn't anything about me. It was about me helping the team win, and it played out how it played out, but it was just trying to help the team win.
How well do you feel the team's now placed? You've got three weeks to go. You get to go back home next week after playing in Sydney on Sunday. How well placed, having seen the team from the sidelines the last couple of weeks and now being back in the lineup, how well do you think you're placed?
I think the whole season we've been pretty consistent, put ourselves in a great position, but like Dino said, we know what this last kind of 6 games are about to be like with the teams that we're playing, the desperation that the teams are going to be putting out there, and it's our job to match that desperation and just kind of continue trending up at the right time, if that makes sense.
Thanks, guys.
Steve, you're welcome to jump in.
Yeah, thanks, Dean. Just a couple from me, mate. The performance of Delhi tonight, he's stopped a lot of guys over the years here and abroad. What did you think of his performance on Nathan Sobey tonight? He just hounded him relentlessly.
Yeah, obviously, Sobes is going to make plays, and he challenges the referees and got himself to the line 13 times. But I thought we did a really good job in the first half, and certainly didn't let him find a rhythm in that first half. And he worked hard to get his points. And I think Delhi, Shea. But it's, when you got a star player like that, that's an elite scorer, it takes the whole group, and I thought we were pretty locked in on his strengths, and again, if we make those things tough and he still goes 10 for 12 or whatever, but tonight we made him miss some of those ones at the rim, and it was a real good effort. Again, Delhi's an elite defender, Shea's an elite defender. We got some high level defenders on this group, and we protect the rim at a really high level as well.
So just lastly, can I just check on the status of Ian Clark? Obviously he copped a pretty bone-rattling screen there from Baines. How's he feeling at the moment?
He's feeling angry. He's been hit by Baines in the pre-season, but he's hit by that one, and I thought of the way the screen was made. I thought there was some extra contact there from Bainesy, and as a group we were a little pissed off about it.
Is that something you'll take up with the NBL during the week?
Yeah, I'm sure. We don't do too much of that about complaining about things. We like to move on pretty quickly, but yeah, we'll remember it.
And did he need to undergo any concussion protocols?
No, he took most of the contact on the shoulder, a little bit on the head. So no, he's not in concussion protocols.
No worries, thank you.
Chris?
Just one more, Dean. I know it's all about business, and when you're head coach versus head coach at this level, it's pretty serious. But gee, you haven't been too kind to old Justin so far this season. Do you feel for him a little bit when you look at the margins you've racked up against his team?
No, not at all. It's he's just another coach in the league. I'm when we're competing against each other, outside of that, I'm proud of what he's done for this organisation. He's really steadied the ship and got it going in the right direction, and put himself in a position to go and be a playoff team. And I think that's all anyone could ask of him in his first year of coaching. He's handled himself really well.